There's a lot of bad advice out there about concealed carry. You probably heard it all, from the good, the bad, to the downright dangerous. But today, we're diving into the 5 biggest myths that could land you in hot water and worse. Alright, so let's bust these myths before they pull the trigger on your safety. That was pretty clever. I like that.
Everybody ready?
Yeah. Alright, so the first myth is the belief that you don't need to train, alright? Thinking it's just point and shoot. Let me tell you, in high stress situations, your accuracy will nosedive, alright? If you haven't put in the hours, real training involves more than just punching holes in papers, alright? It's about mastering recoil control, movement under pressure, and swift reload, alright? You wouldn't go into a marathon without training. Don't treat your concealed carry any differently, all right? Train, train, train. Come to me, I'll train you.
But what we all want to know is, can you shoot?
Myth number 2 suggests that a 22 LR is all you need for self-defense. Now sure, just did a video on 22. 22 can be nifty for small game hunting or target practice, but when it comes to stopping a threat, you want something that doesn't just sting, but stops, all right? That's why at least a 9mm is preferable, offering better penetration and stopping power. Remember, aiming might be critical, but so is ensuring your rounds penetrate enough to neutralize a threat. So you can use 22 LR for self-defense. It's just not the best option. I prefer you go with 9mm. If you gotta do 380, do 380. If you got to do 22 LR, go ahead. Alright, so let's hit, what's number 3? Number 3 is the idea of racking the slide to scare someone off with a shotgun, alright? If bad guys are giving you the time to rack around, you probably had the time to carry chambered, alright? When threats arise, you need to be ready because they won't pause to give you a fair start. Be prepared, carry chambered, and avoid relying on Hollywood gimmicks. And sometimes wrecking that slide may just let them know where you're at. Sometimes you may short stroke that thing and don't even put a round in there. So, you know, racking the slides, now it may scare me off, like I said before, but it won't scare off real criminals. All right, so myth number 4. Myth number 4 that we're going to bust, the 4th myth is that printing doesn't matter, that nobody notices. But the reality, some people do notice, all right, including those opportunistic enough to take advantage, all right? A good holster and some great clothing choices are your allies in the game of concealment. Stay discreet and maintain the element of surprise, which can be critical in protecting yourself and others. So, you know, printing, you don't want anybody to know you got a gun. Most of the time, I say, yeah, people, they can't tell, but if you're printing and you got one of them tight European shirts on, yeah, don't do that, partner. All right, what's the last myth? The last myth is the most perilous, just shoot the wound. Both legally and tactically, this is flawed advice. When you draw your firearm, you do so with the intent to stop a threat to life, not to scare someone with a flesh wound. Firing a weapon is about ensuring safety, not rolling the dice with someone's life or your future. So remember, when you pull out your gun in self-defense, you're shooting to stop the threat when the threat stops. If that's wounded, that's fine. If that's something else, it is what it is.
It is what it is, man.
In the end, bad information only leads to bad decisions. It's crucial to base your concealed carry practices on well-vetted facts, not myth, all right? So keep educating yourself, stay responsibly armed, and always prioritize safely. Let's commit to being informed, responsible firearm owners, all right? Until next time, you guys stay safe out there, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.